The court became like my sanctuary, where just like I know I could go in here and just for 2-3 hours, nobody's gonna bother me, no phones, no, if I want to be here by myself, I'm gonna be here by myself.
I think it's very important for me to tell stories, especially as a Qatari filmmaker, and I want to tell stories about people from my culture.
Hello and welcome to Qatar 365 with me, Adil Halim. This episode is about education and how learning doesn't always happen in the classroom. I sat down with 10-time NBA All-Star and 3-time Olympic gold medalist Carmelo Anthony to find out what lessons he's hoping to share in his new role as FIBA Global Ambassador. Then we stopped by Qumra, the Doha Film Institute's talent incubator, to understand the importance of masterclasses for aspiring filmmakers. But first, Laila Humaira is off to the races to take a different kind of spin on the track in search of the fastest, energy-efficient vehicle.
Zubaida Al-Tamimi is all suited up and ready to race. A sophomore at the University of Doha for Science and Technology, Zubaida is the driver and team leader of Wolves Racing EV1, one of a few dozen teams competing in the Shell Eco Marathon for Asia Pacific and Middle East.
We had to build the motor control by our own. Some people take years of experience to build that motor controller. For us, only 4 months with a couple of research, with the doctor's help, we were able to do it. So we were like running the furthest with least amount of energy.
She's the only one who has competed in the event before, representing her school and country in Indonesia for last year's edition. And coming back this time, it was extra special, racing on home turf. While the Lusail International Circuit is more familiar with the thrilling speeds of Formula One cars, this time the track is hosting the first ever edition of the Shell Eco Marathon held in the Middle East. They may not go as fast, but these cars are designed and built from scratch. The aim is to clock the fastest time with the most energy-efficient vehicle. And that process is so rigorous that for many of the teams competing, getting the car on the track is a win on its own.
Celebrating the 40th anniversary of Shell Eco Marathon means it's 4 decades of giving the change makers of tomorrow an opportunity to build the world's most energy efficient cars and to further their STEM education. And for the students, it is a constant way of learning. They apply their knowledge, their ingenuity, their creativity to an amazing project that is part of their curriculum.
As a team, the aspiring engineers decide between 2 main vehicle models to build, giving them plenty of opportunities to innovate and be creative.
So in Shell Eco Marathon, if you want to participate, you have to pick a category. That could be urban concept, which is a vehicle that looks like a small city car. So it has 4 wheels, it has lights, blinkers, even a windscreen. The other category is called prototype. And the vehicles that belong to this category are like a small mini rocket. They normally have 3 wheels, they're extremely light, and these vehicles are those that are really going for the world records.
Not only is the competition robust, the technical scrutiny each car or prototype goes through is strict and conducted in line with industry-wide standards.
Technical inspection is probably the heart of the competition before the vehicles go on track. We do check the length and the size of the car, we do check its weight and if it has enough visibility, if it has a horn so that the students can advise other competitors on track that they are overtaking.
Beyond the racing and mechanics, Shell Eco Marathon also aims to foster camaraderie and friendship between young engineers from all over the world, further bolstering international collaboration and exchanging ideas. Win or lose, everyone stands a chance to gain a memorable experience from the Shell Eco Marathon, just like I did, taking a spin in a vehicle of a previous competition winner around the Lusail International Circuit.
Carmelo Anthony is a 10-time NBA All-Star and 3-time Olympic gold medalist and will enter the Hall of Fame this year, the holy grail of basketball elite. During his 19-year career, Carmelo is one of the most prolific scorers of his generation and currently ranks 10th all-time in NBA scoring. In his new role as FIBA's global ambassador, Carmelo hopes to grow the game internationally. And with 2 years left until Qatar hosts the 2027 Basketball World Cup, the Hall of Famer arrived in Doha to kick off the festivities.
Respect.
Melo, welcome to Doha.
Nice to meet you.
From Hoodie Mellow to Hall of Fame Mellow, your name is now cemented in history alongside the greats like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. These are international names that people know, and now people know Mello. You're in that stratosphere.
I think those names that you just mentioned were guys that took advantage of the opportunity to go international, go global. Michael did it, kind of 92, kind of established, what the USA on the basketball on a world stage. And somebody like Kobe was somebody who was constantly went overseas, traveled overseas, built his international community, his fan base. They left the door open for somebody else, and I took the opportunity.
Now the world saw Mello in a thobe.
Yeah, big time. But that's organic. They understand, what that means to me. And it's an opportunity for me to continue to spread and get my global game on.
What can fans expect for what's to come in 2027 here in Qatar?
Yeah, I think the fans gonna see it. I think they want to know what it is. I think Qatar would do a good job of delivering an experience that people haven't had in a long time, and for me to be a part of that, and then showing the rest of the world, and even showing, back where we at in America, that it's not just about America. It's other places, other regions around the world who's actually taking the seeds that the Americans planted and growing them globally now. So we're seeing those seeds blossom now.
Now we all know Hall of Fame Carmelo Anthony, but young Melo's journey was anything but easy. Mm-hmm. Take us back to the early days in Red Hook, Brooklyn, and then eventually Baltimore.
So it was very difficult, kind of navigating those walls and navigating that world. I'll take my hat off to my mom for, it was always, we gonna be all right, we gonna be okay, we gonna figure it out. And she always did, so that, those morals and standards that was instilled in me at an early age, they were never going to work. So when you come out of that, you have a different understanding of what it means to go through or live in situations like that or go through daily occurrences. So that part of my life has really jump-started and made me understand why I'm here today.
You recently gave a commencement speech at Syracuse where you won a national championship. Your son is going to go in the fall. Just take us through what you wanted to relate to that class.
I've been here before. I've walked in those shoes, but it's your time now, because now you are going on to whatever is next, right? And you're not going to have it figured out. You're not going to understand it. You're not going to know it, but don't let nobody keep you in the box. Don't just, get stuck on one experience, go through the journey, and you're still young, right? So don't box yourself in at 20 years old, 21 years old, because you will have multiple paths and multiple kind of experiences in life.
The FIBA Basketball World Cup is an exciting event for us to look forward to. But now, let's head to the Doha Film Institute's flagship talent incubator. Kumra brings together more than 250 film industry professionals from over 50 countries to mentor emerging filmmakers, making it the largest and most diverse gathering to date. I went to check it out. Jamal Al-Khanji is producing his first feature-length documentary, but the first-time Qatari filmmaker is no stranger to high-pressure situations. As a cardiac surgeon for more than a decade, he's used to calling the shots. Still, participating in the Doha Film Institute's Kumra mentorship program has been invaluable.
It's been amazing. I wouldn't have dreamed to be where I am today if it was not for Doha Film Institute. They've been supportive, they nourished us, they loved the idea from the beginning, they supported it financially and with expertise.
This year's edition of Kumra features 27 feature-length films, 10 series, and 12 short films at different stages of development, production, and post-production. Jamal's film about spearfishing is a passion project, currently in early post-production.
It's a wonderful opportunity really for me as a Qatari director, because I think these platforms give us the opportunity to basically tell our stories and to show that this region can produce different stories as well, away from the kind of stereotypical kind of stories that are associated from the region.
The Film Institute's CEO agrees and says Kumra has given emerging regional filmmakers the confidence to tell their stories to the world.
A safe space where they can come, share their projects, share their thoughts and stories with industry literally from all over the globe, where they can be discovered, where they can be supported in different stages of their films.
From the global south to the global stage, Kumra builds on the Doha Film Institute's commitment to supporting underrepresented storytellers, especially from Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Of the 49 selected projects, 16 are from Qatar, which the DFI says showcases the growth in the country's film industry. That growth is assisted by international film industry experts. Hong Kong filmmaking legend Johnny To, who didn't go to film school himself, came to Doha to deliver a masterclass.
I always tell the young people, you have to finish your script first. I cannot tell you what is the good way to like me. I only tell you go the normal way. I have a very long experience to shooting on set many years. You can change it when you shoot, but you must be very sure what are you talking about.
The goal of the Talent Incubator is to help develop new voices in Arab and global cinema. Qatari filmmaker Mariam Al Mohammed hopes to spark conversations by amplifying underrepresented voices. The 20-year-old received a DFI production grant and says events like Kumra really open doors for filmmakers like herself.
A lot of people come from around the world and very important people, so it's one of the only events where you can really interact with these people face-to-face and one-on-one, and we've been getting a lot of knowledge and experience.
From aspiring engineers to emerging filmmakers, with a basketball Hall of Famer sharing some gems along the way, we hope you enjoyed this episode. But that's all the time we have for now. For more, check out Euronews.com and connect with us through our hashtag. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Qatar 365.